It started when I bought a $12 t-shirt, 40% off, free shipping. It felt like no big deal, just a small treat. But then, 3 days later, my account balance, less than $20. No gas, no food stocked, rent due in a week. And I sat there asking myself, why? Why do we keep doing this even when we know better? Why can't we stop spending? Let's talk about it. Not with guilt, not with shame, but with understanding. Because this isn't weakness, it's psychology, financial psychology. It's not weakness, it's psychology. You're not out of control. You're not bad with money. You're not just impulsive. You're human. And the truth is, your brain isn't built for long-term wealth. It's built for short-term survival. Your ancestors didn't budget for next year's vacation. They hunted for tonight's dinner. But now, that same brain, it faces flash sales, countdown timers, influencer must-haves, endless ads. And it still reacts the same way it always has, quickly, emotionally, without pause. Let's break it down. Scarcity, the illusion of urgency. We're not afraid of spending money. We're afraid of missing out. Only 2 left in stock. Sale ends in 1 hour. Just one more click and it's yours. Scarcity triggers a primal response. It makes something feel more valuable, even when it's not. We don't stop to ask, do I actually need this? We think, what if someone else gets it before me? It's not logic. It's survival mode. And the scary part, it works. Even though deep down, we know the sale will be back. We know there's more in the warehouse. But our brain hears and screams, act fast. Loss aversion. We fear losing more than we enjoy winning. Imagine this. You were about to walk away. Then suddenly, you're about to lose an extra 10% off. And now, walking away feels like losing something, even if you never really had it. That's loss aversion. Psychologists found we feel the pain of loss twice as intensely as the joy of gain. So you spend $90 just to avoid losing a $10 coupon. You justify it. It's a great deal. But the truth, you weren't chasing value, you were running from loss. And the worst part, most of these losses are illusions, fabricated by marketing teams, built to hijack your brain, and your brain can't tell the difference. Anchoring. The first price controls everything. Anchoring is one of the most powerful and invisible forces in spending. The first price you see, it sets the tone. It becomes your reference point. $599 makes $299 feel like a steal, even if $299 is still too much. You're not comparing $299 to your budget. You're comparing it to $599, a number designed to mess with your perception. It works on phones, watches, shoes, even groceries. One big number up front, and suddenly everything else feels cheap. But here's the truth. Just because something is cheaper doesn't mean it's cheap. So if you've ever felt like you were being manipulated, that's because you were. But not because you're weak, because your brain is powerful. And powerful brains are easy to hack. But here's where it gets tricky. Those hacks, they turn into habits. Habits you don't even realize you have. You buy something, you feel good for a while. But that feeling fades, your happiness resets, and so you chase that next little high again and again. It's called the hedonic treadmill. This is why happiness doesn't last. You want to see yourself as smart, responsible, in control. So when a purchase doesn't align with that, you create stories. It was a bargain. I needed it anyway. I deserve something nice. We don't just spend money. We spend mental energy defending why we did. It's called cognitive dissonance, justifying every purchase. You weren't thinking about a new phone until your friend posted their upgrade. You didn't want new sneakers until everyone had them. You don't actually want what they have. You just don't want to feel less. It's called trying to keep up with everyone, and it's exhausting. But spending isn't just emotional anymore. Now, it's engineered. How tech keeps you hooked, the apps you use, the ads you see, the way you scroll, click, pause, even what you don't click. It's all tracked, all studied, all optimized to make you spend without thinking. Let's pull back the curtain. Point 1. Personalized ads. When the internet knows you too well. What you search, what you whisper in passing, suddenly appears in your feed. It's not magic. It's the algorithm. These platforms collect thousands of data points about you. what you watch, what you like, what you hesitate on. Then they feed it back to you. Not just any product, but the exact product you're most likely to buy when you're most likely to buy it. It's not temptation, it's precision, and it works. 2. Subscription traps, the silent drain. You start with $3 for iTunes, $7 for NextFit, $12 for some online course, and more. Tiny amounts, painless at first, but they add up month after month until you're spending hundreds not on things you love, but on things you forgot you had. And the worst part, most of them were easy to sign up for, but take effort, time, and mental energy to cancel. That's not a flaw. That's by design. 3. Gamification, when shopping feels like winning. Modern shopping isn't just about buying, it's about leveling up, earning points, chasing badges. You've unlocked Gold Tier. You're only one purchase away from VIP status. You've earned a $5 reward. Spend it now. It's not a store, it's a casino with better lighting. You're not spending money, you're playing a game you never really win. And once you've been pulled in by ads, by subscriptions, by gamified rewards, it's hard to pull yourself out. But here's the good news. You don't need to cut off spending completely. You just need to take control of it. Let's talk about how. How to take back control. You can't change how your brain works overnight, but you can work with it, not against it. You can't always resist temptation, but you can build habits that make temptation easier to ignore. Let's start simple. 1. Pause before you buy. Give yourself a moment. One deep breath. One honest question. Do I really want this? Or do I just want to feel something right now? That pause, it interrupts the emotional momentum. It breaks the spell. Most impulse buys fade when you give them a few minutes, a few hours, a few days. Waiting doesn't cost you anything, but it can save you everything. 2. Budget based on what you value, not what you like. Most people hate budgeting because most budgets feel like punishment. But what if a budget was permission? Permission to spend on what matters. Permission to say no to what doesn't. Instead of just tracking bills, you track what brings you joy. You track what helps you grow. That's not restriction. That's freedom with direction. 3. Track regret, not just receipts. You can track every cent with spreadsheets. Or you can ask one powerful question. Did this add value to my life? That regret list, it teaches you faster than any budgeting app. You'll start noticing patterns. Which stores lead to regret? Which moods lead to bad decisions? And slowly, you'll start choosing differently. Once you pause, reflect, and realign, you'll notice something powerful. You don't have to give up spending. You just have to give it meaning. Let's end on that note. Last one, a new relationship with money. Money is not the enemy. Spending is not the villain. But mindless spending, that steals your future. One small swipe at a time. You don't need to stop buying things. You just need to start choosing. Choosing what you value. Choosing what brings you peace. Choosing the kind of life you want to build. Every dollar you spend is a vote. A vote for your priorities. A vote for your identity. A vote for the version of yourself you're becoming. So next time you reach for your wallet, don't ask, can I afford this? Ask, is this what I want or what the world told me to want? Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What's one spending habit you're trying to change right now? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. No shame, no judgment, just real people figuring it out together. And hey, hit that subscribe button. We've got more real, raw, and relatable stories coming your way. Thanks for watching.